and Switzerland here with me. And what we're going to do is today, again, share some positive stories, some strategies, all the things that we want to focus on during this crisis worldwide. And we don't want to focus on what's not working because we hear enough of that on the media, but we want to focus on what's working. So that's why I invited some amazing speakers. Let me introduce them to you. On my left is Urs Schmidt. Urs, can you say a little bit about what you do and where you're from, please?
Yes, sure. Hello as well to everybody, to the show. It's an amazing show, which will encourage a lot of people, hopefully. I'm the author of the book on super yacht sales, 7 Swiss top secrets to success, and also coaching companies and people in communication sales, and also now newly, as I have the experience in the crisis management, focusing on the positive and on the easy stuff that works. So that's why I hopefully can share some value in here. And I have prepared something that I also can share. It's a one-page sheet, but we will go through later on that.
Okay, very good.
By the way.
Yes, thank you very much, Urs. I love what you said, the easy stuff. Because sometimes when something like this happens, we tend to overcomplicate things, and complicated is not always the best way. So that's very good. But I didn't get the name of your book. Can you repeat that, please?
But the book is called Super Yacht Sales, 7 Swiss Top Secrets to Success.
Super Yacht Sales.
It's this one. And it also contains some very good topics in terms of encouragement, in terms of how doing things easily. But this is, I think, not for today the case to talk about. It's really about one single topic that I have prepared, because I want to have that you get some things you can use every day, easy, no time consumption, and having an effect.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Now on the bottom left here is Marlies Schmidt from Germany. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, please?
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, I'm from Berlin. I started with accountability coaching, and we use some very easy things to get your energy high and focus on what you want. So yeah, that's the main thing. And I will show you some what I do. I have some like this stone little things. Yeah. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Natalie, for doing this. Yeah.
All right. Some secrets about stones. Cool. Wow, it's going to be a very diversified show today. Thank you, Marlies. I accidentally pushed the button on Facebook. That's why. Okay, and we have on the bottom right, we have Florence Dambricourt. How do you pronounce that?
You did it perfect, Natalie. It's Dambricourt. It's a very French name from north of France. Even though I haven't been living in France for some time, the name is still really, really French.
Okay, tell us a little bit. Where are you based right now, and what are you gonna, or basically, what do you do?
Okay, I'm based in Switzerland, in Geneva, and I'm coaching people in self-leadership. So I have also a little small book here called Swim Like a Fish, an easy guide to develop your self-leadership. And that's something excellent to use in times of crisis when we have to rethink everything. I'm completely passionate about making things simple. Easy stuff that works all the times, and actually really easy stuff works the best. So I think that's really something we can apply at the moment.
Okay, so we're going to share with us a simple strategy as well.
Exactly, and love the initiative you took, Natalie. I think it's great to be able to hear so many different approaches to how we can cope in some specific situations.
Yeah, thank you. It was basically born last year already, the idea, because I did an initiative with coaches where I was looking for coaches to work with, and I got so many responses, and I was like, how can we put all this knowledge to use? And now we have to have a crisis for me to put it to use. But yeah, I learned so much from all of you guys. It's very, very amazing. Thank you, Florence. So let's start with Urs. Would you like to start with your strategy today, please?
Yes. How many minutes do you give me?
I don't know.
Just to make sure that I'm.
Well, a couple of minutes. Let's keep it a little bit interactive.
Okay.
Ask some questions, and the one people watching might be able to answer. That would be also an idea.
Okay. Well, the strategy that I bring today is 3-step strategies. And it is about the encouragement, because typically if there is a feeling of fear, of uncertainty, of not really know what's going on, that causes people to also act and interact differently than when it's a good time. And now what I figured out is, if you go into some things that you haven't had any fear at all, you try to catch that feeling as strong as you can and go then into another state, which you are in the present moment right now. That if you can transfer this feeling into this present time, it actually reduces for a moment the feeling of fear, and you feel a little bit better. And for this, which I show you here first, I can send it over or just put it online that people can have. This one is a three-step strategy. And the middle process is going. And to explain
you were breaking up. I don't know if this happened for the other guys too. You were breaking up sentence.
Yeah, happens for me as well.
Can you please repeat? So what I didn't hear was how do you turn fear into the present? And then the first step.
Okay. One thing is, I have a 3-step method, which is very easy.
Right.
And I read it very short. I shorten it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Step number 1, you have to calm down, of course. But step number 1 is you have to feel this fear in the present moment that you have. You have to get aware that it is fear. And then you have to accept it, because typically trying to get rid of fear just by saying by yourself, I don't want to have this fear, or I feel fear and I don't want it, I don't want to accept it, turn it away.
Kind of like resisting the fear.
Around to accept.
Resisting the fear.
Can you still? Resisting fear is not the right way. You have to accept first.
Yes. Okay. Not resisting fear.
Exactly. Accept it, and don't look at the fear as it would be an enemy for you. It has a reason that you have fear, based on experience, based on whatever it is. But it has a reason, because it alerts you to be more aware of what's going on, or maybe to be more conscious.
Mm-hmm.
But then the focus typically goes into the feeling of fear rather than on the positive side.
Okay.
Now, fear is something that helps us also to grow, because it's like with everything. When you have something new, you don't know what it is, how it works, where it comes from. You don't have access to this feeling or to this circumstance. Fear might help you in your growth once you have the way or a strategy on how to handle it.
Okay, so step 1 is awareness and welcoming it, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
To say thank you that I have fear,
Mm-hmm.
because then it's the second step. Number 2 is you have to relax yourself. For this, you have several options to use. One is to just breathe deeply, sit down or stay somewhere calm. You can do that everywhere you are. You don't have to meditate in that moment or to be somewhere completely for yourself, but you have to calm down. And then in the step 2, you close your eyes if you're not driving the car at the moment, but you close your eyes. And now what you do, situation in your life that you have had already.
Okay, can you repeat that? You're interrupted.
Okay. You close your eyes and go into a moment that you have had in your life where you have been completely, let's say, happy, fearless, just a very good moment. So once you have this one, you go deeper into that moment, into that feeling, to get a little bit rid of the fear, because in this moment where you are, which have been in the past, haven't been any fear.
Okay. Okay, good. Wow.
So
Go back
once
into
you
a happy moment. Step 2, go back into a happy moment where you did not have that fear. After you
Yes.
relaxed and breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Step number 3, which comes then, is you have to find your own way. Everybody's a little bit different. You have to try to take this feeling, this happiness, this good feeling, somehow into your body, that you feel it. It can be a relaxation somewhere. It can be just another thought that comes into your mind. Once you are there, you have to open your eyes, still keeping this feeling as good as you can. And then before you make anything else, you write down what feelings you have had in this moment or still have, what good moments that you can remember. And for this, on the paper, I have made a box on the right side for the good feelings. For all these moments, it can be maybe a good meal, it can be somewhere on the beach, whatever it is, write it down so that you have the positive moments.
Okay, so let me rephrase this. Step number 3 is then to open your eyes, stay in this good feeling, and write it down. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Now, what you still need is the left side, the fear and the negativity, because you know this as well. Otherwise, you wouldn't do this process. So you write down the negative moments, situations, or also the fear that you have presently, maybe fear of being existent anymore, not having enough money, losing your job, your family, whatever it is. Write it down on the left side, but everything by hand, not on the computer. This is very important as well, because body goes along with your thoughts and also if you talk your talks.
Okay, good. Well, thank you very much, Boris. Are you going to share this document in the comments with us?
I'm going to share this.
Yes.
And
Okay, very
it is important that when you have those 2 boxes, there is a choice. It's written in between my choice, because it's your choice where you focus, on the left or on the right side.
Yes.
And
100%.
if you exactly, and if you repeat that every morning and every evening, just what you have written down, and make your choices, hopefully on the right side, on the positive, which is the goal, and go into the day or into the night with those information that you implement in yourself.
Very good. Thank you
Just
very much
repeat
for
it.
sharing this. Thank you very much, Joris, for sharing this. So number 1, awareness, acceptance of the fear without resisting it, because whatever you resist persists. Step number 2, relax, breathe deeply, calm yourself down, close your eyes and go in a happy moment, back into a happy moment that you had in your life. And step number 3, open your eyes, stay in the moment and in the feeling as much as you can, and write it down. All right, I'm going to practice this when we stop. Now, Marlies, what have you brought to our show today? Let me unmute you.
Okay, can you hear me? Make thumbs up then. Can you hear me? Good. It is you were preparing for me what I wanted to share. This is one method is focus on the positive thing. I created a sentence, good morning, gratitude. Look at least one thing, what are you grateful for when you wake up in the morning? And then good night, what did I write? When you go to bed, look at one positive thing what you did, so that you have a little thing to have it in the morning and in the evening, to feel this focus in this direction that you don't have any fear. So, and for gratitude, I use this stone and take it in my hand and feel this gratitude, and also write it here in my book. And it is like you said before, write down something and focus on what you want. That is a daily routine. You can do it easily. Yeah. And yes, and during the day, I have my stone with me. When there's certain problem or fear could come up, I hold it in my hand, and it remembers me what I'm grateful for. So that is one thing I have for you. And can I share another thing, Natalie? Sure.
Yes, really quickly, because we are almost out of time. Hold on, I have to unmute you. We have some kind of feedback.
Yeah. Shortly, what I do with my clients when we do this accountability coaching, I ask them first, how do you feel like saying? You can ask yourself, how do I feel? And then the next question is, what was your biggest win? And then we can do it here. My biggest win today was that I am here live, never did this before, and then celebrate like crazy. And I would say on a count of 3, let us celebrate this. But I cannot clap my hands because I have my phone here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! That is the second thing I wanted to share. That is easy. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So let me quickly rephrase it. So gratitude exercise, first thing in the morning, think of something you're grateful for. In the evening, the same thing. Think of something you were grateful for that day before you go to sleep, and have your stone with yourself. I have several. So this is one, but it's a little bit too big for putting in my pocket. And then, yes, very good. Share positive wins, especially when you're coaching clients. If you're a coach, we always start with a win too. We always start with a win and staying present and celebrating. So let's share some wins. So Marlies, thank you. You shared a win that you were here live, and that's very good. I'm very happy for you. You're here live, Facebook Live for the first time. What about you, Florence? What was your win?
My win today, probably that I cook for myself, and I haven't cooked for myself in ages. So that's a really good thing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Florence, so this crisis brings out all kinds of qualities and talents.
Exactly. So that's a good one.
Nice. What about yours?
Well, today's biggest win besides being here is being here at the shore on a very nice, beautiful place on the sun.
Where is that?
Well, that's actually on the Greifensee.
Ah, okay, nice. Nice. Being on the shore and being in the sun. As for me, mostly it's this show and all the people reaching out, and I'm super busy trying to manage everything and giving instructions, but it's good. It's a good thing. It's really something that I think is going to benefit all of us, not just the ones listening, but also the coaches here, because we need to hear these strategies over and over and over again to remind ourselves. And I'm going to share a little short essay out of my lesson today, because this morning I wasn't feeling right. I was feeling really off. So if we have enough time, I'm going to share it. But now to Florence.
Okay, thanks, Natalie.
Yes, you're very welcome.
So easy things to do. I'm really keen into what we call coherence cardiac. It's very easy exercise to do. It's about the breathing.
Say that again. I didn't get that. What was the name?
Coherence, cardiac coherence, or keep your heart into a coherent mode.
Cardiac coherence. Ah, okay.
So it's a very easy exercise to do. Is you breathe in and breathe out exactly for the same length of times.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really good in calming down, putting anxiety away, helping to process the multitude of emotion you may go through at the moment. So that's actually really good.
Ah, can you demonstrate that with us?
Yeah, very easy. It's just like, okay, I'm going to use my hand to show the breath in and the breath out at the same time that we go in, okay? And I'm going to count in my head. No, I'm going to count out loud. That should work. Okay, so you breathe in for 6 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Count it with your fingers so we can follow you.
Okay, so we breathe in for 6 seconds. And then you breathe out for the same amount of times.
Oh, I get dizzy. Am I supposed
to? So the first time, The first time you do it, you may get dizzy because 6 seconds is slightly, it could be long for the first people. So you start with 4 seconds. What is important is you keep exactly the same rhythm, breathing in and breathing out.
Yeah.
This does magic onto the wave created by your heart rhythms. And it also helps you to synchronize a lot of the wave that your own body is actually producing. And it really makes a fantastic effect to help you relax, help you sleep, and all these type of things.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you breathe in through your nose or your mouth or both, or does it matter?
So it doesn't matter. Whatever you wear, the more you practice it, the more you get used to do it everywhere. So you're going to end up after that doing it at meeting when you think that it's a bit dodgy, or you're going to end up doing it when you drive and you have a lot of traffic because it's going to become very spontaneous. And it's very interesting methodology, and the research data behind this is actually very impressive. I will be happy to direct to any link where people can get a bit more into that.
Yeah. Can you put that link underneath the video? So we can
I would be, not at the moment, I don't manage to do at the same time the app and the Facebook.
If you post it after, then everybody can see it. I'll be interested in, because I
exactly. I post that after and everybody will be able to see, and you can make quick search on the internet and you will find plenty of YouTube video that can help you to practice until you get a good rhythm. So that's a really cool one. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Cardiac Coherence.
Coherence cardiac.
Clearance cardiac. Maybe you can type it.
Yeah, coherence, COHER.
Okay, sorry. Cardiac coherence.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
And
I'd love to see the research, because that's very interesting.
It's actually very fascinating. Yeah. Really. The easiest, very easy things to do is I'm very selective about what I listen to.
Yes.
Read.
Yeah, you're crazy with the media right now.
Exactly. Very selective about it. And then the last one is reframing. I do look into reframing on a daily basis, what I can find and turn into opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, it was the first time I cooked for myself in I don't know how many days. I finished everything that was already cooked for me, so that's cool.
So can you give us an example for reframing, please?
Reframing, for example, I can't do as much sport as I used to, and I'm a very sporty person and I'm very dynamic. So how can I use that? Maybe I can actually use that by doing some sports inside, and at the same time reading some of the books I've said about all this exercise I had to do. So it's more than reframing, it's actually finding the space for doing things that were put away for very long times, more than reframing, actually.
Nice. Yes, reframing. Exactly. Looking for the positive in the situation.
Yeah, that would be that. Yeah.
So what I notice is a lot of kids and parents are going out, and you see them flying kites and doing all kinds of outdoor things together that they probably haven't done for a long time either.
That's definitely something we see a lot.
Yes, I know, and I think that's pretty amazing. Back to the roots. No more cinema,
exactly.
No theater. I mean, the internet still works, but other than that, go out in the sun, vitamin D. So we're out of time. I'm going to share with you my strategy tomorrow. So stay tuned and come back tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here. Let's end this round with one of the things that Marlies said, and I also learned this from Blessinger, my mentor, is end with what do you feel like saying? And this is something that brings us in the present moment, because in the present there is no fear. Fear is always something that is anticipated for the future. In the present, fear doesn't really exist. So let's end with what do you feel like saying? And everybody just say one sentence, what comes at the top of your head. Just whatever comes to mind. Let's start with Marlies. What do you feel like saying, Marlies?
Blessed and grateful. Did you? Could you hear me?
Yeah, we could.
Yes, thank you very much. Blessed and grateful. What do you feel like saying, Florence?
I had the word thankful.
Thankful. Okay, nice. What about you, Urs? What do you feel like saying?
Enjoy the present moment as it would be the last, and this every single second.
Nice one. Ooh, gives me goosebumps. For me, I feel like saying love. I think share some more love and support each other the best we can. So I'll see you hopefully in tomorrow's show. Thank you very much, all of you, for spending the time and dealing with technology. And have an amazing day and a couple more wins on this afternoon.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.